Yeah, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello and welcome to another day of flying action here in Le Grand-Bornand. It's day 5 of the SRS Ozone edition. I'm Tarquin Cooper.
I'm Millie Wallace.
And what a week this is turning out to be. We have 5 days, five taskable days, and it looks like it's going to be taskable every day. 6 tasks. It's absolute belter.
Full success of this weather. Amazing.
Yeah, so amazing for all the 130 pilots taking part. It's just incredible. We've got another day today. It's a shorter task. It's only 48 kilometers, and we'll come to that in a minute. But first, a little recap on yesterday was also a great day. We had 106 pilots who made goal, 17 bombed out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 5 of those sledders were right at the start.
Yes,
Like some people just literally top to bottom right at the beginning. And of course, no surprises, Baptiste took the win, but he wasn't the first in goal. That was Luke Nicol, the British pilot based currently in Interlaken. He took he was first in goal. And it's a thing of this race. It's the lead out points that are really, really important. And because Baptiste has done more leading, showing the way, he got his points put him in the front.
It was very minor, but he just beat him in those points.
But what a race Luke is having. And then in third place was Ronnie Gruisen from the Netherlands. But interestingly, Cyril Baptiste's dad came in 4th. In the women, it was Lene Sparwater from Chile. So she took the first female. Really interesting character. When she's not paragliding, she's a diver.
Yeah, that was really interesting to learn yesterday.
So yeah, we did a little interview with her and sharing some of the crossover. She said you're flying in both sports. You're just an underwater flying. I like that.
You don't touch the bottom.
Mette, not such a great day yesterday, but second. I mean, that's still amazing. Mette Krum and then Magdalena Janaway, who has the most SRS wins of any female. She came in 3rd, with Sarah Zimmerman in 4th, who told me earlier she's not having the best race, but we'll hear from her in a second. In the overall standings at the moment, we've got Baptiste, then Luke, and Aurelius Andriolanis in 3rd place. But interestingly, it's Victor Aguilera, the 16-year-old, who is just 38 points behind Aurelius. So maybe a bit of a battle for 3rd place. In the women, we have Mette Krum. She's at the moment, she's got a 300-point lead.
Yeah, that's quite a lead.
So as long as she has a safe race until today and tomorrow, she should be home and dry, but anything can happen. Lena is in 2nd and Linda Hoch is in 3rd place currently. So there we are. We were both up on launch this morning, chatting to pilots. It was great to sort of feel the ambience, but let's now hear what they have to say. So just while we wait for that to play out, we could talk a little bit about the task today. So it's 48 kilometers. It's a short task, and the reason for that is we've got strong winds predicted in the afternoon, and the task director Steve wants to ensure that everyone is home and down before that strong winds kicks in. So the race start is in 20 minutes at 1:20. But it closes at 4, so it's going to be a fast and furious race.
Yep.
We're going to be here in the studio for only about an hour, and then we're going to leg it to the landing field because we reckon first pilots are going to be in not long after an hour, 48 kilometers. So these guys can average 35 kilometers an hour. Do the math, as they say. But maybe, Millie, you've been looking at the weather. So what can you tell us about today's weather?
Yeah, so today's weather should be pretty nice. We have a pretty strong lapse rate, which is going to be good to get those pilots up. But it'll be interesting to see from our live pilots if it's sharp edges. And then we should have some pretty nice thermals up to about 2,000 to 2,800 meters. And of course, over those mountain peaks, we're maybe looking at 3,000 meters for cloud base.
So that's much higher than the last few days. So, right, I've been informed that we do have that videotape from earlier. So let's hear what those pilots were telling us earlier this morning. Okay, we're rolling. So good morning, everyone. It's day 5. I'm up here with Millie. How you doing, Millie?
Doing good. Probably not as tired as the pilots, though.
Yeah, I mean, we've done four taskable days, and so we're feeling tired. So they must be feeling pretty, pretty strained already.
Yeah, but these views, I think, are worth getting up and going again the next day, so.
Absolutely. Well, let's go and canvass opinion and wander around. I can see Steve over here. Steve Senior, race director. What's the feeling on today?
It's a bit serious just now, but the forecast is it'll pass through, and by early afternoon should be quite good. The thermals are forecast to be strong up to 3,000 meters. So I'm confident we'll have a reasonable task.
So another good day. I did see in one report there was an inversion, but maybe that was just in the morning.
There are inversions every day, and so they tend to break through. We'll see when it goes. Today will be a bit slower because of the cirrus, but it should be fine.
Overall, how's the week been?
Superb. We've had 4 good tasks. I'm hoping we'll get 6 out of 6. So we'll see. We'll see.
Fantastic. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, and enjoy yourselves today.
Oh, no, talk to Matthias. Matthias. Yeah. So
Hi.
work with you?
How are you feeling today for the tasks?
I'm a bit 50-50. Conditions are not really playing ball at the moment, so just waiting and see.
Yeah.
If it happens, it will be likely slow, so just nothing, just going with the flow. Not much
Perfect.
to do.
How are you feeling as far as energy levels? It's been a pretty flyable week, big tasks. Feeling tired?
I feel like I haven't been flying a lot, so I can feel my arms. It's like it has been very tough, but it's still full of energy, and at least making sure that I make goal. And just my goal for this competition is just to finish the task every day, and that's what I'm doing.
Perfect. Awesome. Anything you want to add in? Any sponsors or anything you want to put a little plug in for?
Well, no, not really. I mean, I'm flying for Ozone, but I just want everyone to have fun and have a laugh while flying and be safe. So just
Perfect.
doesn't matter the brand or anything. It's just about flying.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hello.
First up, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Boone. Oh, we can walk.
yeah,
into-
keep
I'm
walking.
Boone from Singapore.
Oh, you've come all the way from Singapore for this?
It's a really long flight, believe me.
Are you over here for several weeks or just this competition?
Its sole purpose was to come here, compete, have fun, and go home. So just one purpose only.
Amazing. And are you succeeding on those goals? Are you having fun?
Fun, understatement. I'm having more than just fun. Exciting time.
And the flying's been good?
It's been difficult on some days, but the winds were, I think, challenging for me. And I'm on a light hike and fly gear because I travel, so I don't carry the heavy stuff. But it's been, put it this way, it made me put up my best every day. So, and it's still challenging.
What's been your best day?
Yesterday, I liked yesterday the best because I lucked out on a couple good turns and it was my best day yesterday.
Did you get into goal?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Well, good luck today.
Thank you very
What's with the orange?
Oh, that's my good luck color.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good stuff. And to clash with Millie here a little bit with the pink.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Magdalena, can we get a minute with you? She said, no, not the...
Come on, yeah, we can. Come on.
She looks like she's eating some food right now.
Just come and say hello. You had a great day yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good.
And you guys kind of got a little family situation going on. The husband and his child, you guys kind of got the little threesome out flying.
I'm not sure it's a 3.
Well, the three of them.
Yes.
You guys catch some thermals and stuff the past couple days together?
Start.
Yeah.
That's it.
But then you guys kind of lose each other after that.
Is it kind of like each for everyone for themselves once the
We are
start
not
time
in the
fight?
same teams. Of course, we are not together. No.
Okay, so get out of my thermal, it's mine.
Well, now you have to be nice.
Awesome. How are you feeling as far as the week? It's been a really flyable week. Lots of energy still.
Surprising.
Yeah.
No energy, zero. But yeah, it was surprising that we had such a good weather.
Yeah, it's been
Especially
very
here.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's first time when we have this. I'm in clouds.
Yeah, yeah.
But
so.
yeah, it's so far so good.
All right, perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Let's sort of Brett. Come on, take glasses off a second.
Glasses
we got to
off.
see
You
your
want to
eyes.
see the eyes.
See the eyes, you know.
Yeah, how are
see
you
the
feeling
emotion.
today, Brett?
Tired. Ooh, tired. Very tired.
That's an important question. Actually, important question is, you know, quite often there are rest days factored in because you don't often have a week where every day is taskable. So, how will this impact pilots? How are they feeling today?
Well, the FAI rules are you can only go 6 days in a row, and then you have to take a rest unless it's the last day. So we pushed to 7. But yeah, it's not often comps go to all 7 days. So. Or 6 days on this comp actually, it's only day 5. Ooh. We don't normally get such good weather, I think, is half of it. But it's also, it's you can be totally refreshed on I've done 3 comps back to back and totally refreshed. It's not what you do in the air, it's the bits in between, the hydrating properly and sleeping and eating properly. The hydration's the biggest, that's what I've not been so good at.
So what should pilots be telling themselves today in terms of their sort of mental strategy and endurance? Is it important to kind of take a step back on this day, or is it still just go out and race hard?
I bet you for Baptiste it's go out and race hard, so they'll be sucking the rest of us along doing the same. But generally I would take a strategy with being in a good position in the comp myself. I would take a day of being a bit more relaxed and following a bit more and guarantee a goal, because the conditions do look weaker and harder today. So it's just about securing a goal and not bombing.
Fantastic. We'll leave it there, Brett. Cheers. Good luck. Yeah, we just have a quick look at the sky here. I mean, there's a lot more cloud cover than the last 2 days, and the forecast says it's going to be it's a lot cooler as well. And there was an inversion this morning. Maybe that'll blow out as the day develops, but there we are. Boarding. Okay, so we're looking at Geta Geber and Frederic Monet. Good morning, guys. See if I can reach you. How are you feeling this morning?
Very good, very good. I lost my voice a bit, probably when I bombed in the middle of the field, 300 meters before goal. But then it's okay for flying.
Were there a few swear words when you're coming in?
Yeah, really, really. Yeah, I was not live, you tell me, but it will be a nice moment for the.
You're from Switzerland, so were they French or German swear words?
French. Yeah.
What about you, Fred?
I didn't have to swear because I bomb out on the second task, and I just accept it, you know. I was not alone to bomb out and it was fine, but it's also good. So we have less stress to keep up the ranking. I mean, we have to catch up now. So basically we can push and we have nothing less to lose at least. So it's also good. I mean, less stress and we can just push and see what we can do.
Yeah, because I was wondering, you know, it's day 4. You've already had 4 good tasks. Day 5 must be tiredness is starting to seep in. So what are you telling yourselves before you launch?
Now we already bombed, there is no FTV on SRS. So the plan, and we have the same coach, the plan is to push as much as we can and attack, to discover also the way of we can fly in the attacking mode. Because normally we most of the time fly conservative. So it's interesting to discover themselves as pushing.
And that FTV rule means that every day counts. Yeah, exactly. So does that mean you're now out of the rankings?
Not out, I'm still 20, but yeah, without bombing out, I will be top 10, so no top 10 anymore, I think, but I'm here to learn, so I care about the ranking, but I will fly if, yeah.
And Fred, what's your goal today?
I mean, almost the same. I mean, since we bomb out, it was a good way I'm pretty good at flying, very conservative. I'm being quite consistent. So I also fly very defensive sometimes, and just I don't take a lot of risk. And so it's good, yeah, as Gaëtan said, to discover a new way of flying, like where you can bomb and it's also fine, but you can really push and discover your new face, your attack mode that I never use it, and here I can use it like without losing something.
Final word. You're obviously used to big mountains in Switzerland. What are these, little mountains like for you guys?
It looks like home for me because I live in the Pre-Alps, so it's very nice for me. I like it.
And what about you?
I live in the way bigger mountains, but it's still fine. I mean, thermals are there. The wind is also there, and it's also sometimes even nicer to fly and to discover new places. I mean, big mountains are beautiful, but we can still see them, we can see the Mont Blanc just there, so I'm not too far.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Let you get on.
All right, Helena, how are you feeling? We're on day 5, a flyable week. How's the energy level?
I'm a bit tired, like it is fatiguing to fly so much and to fly so many days, but I'm stoked to fly again.
All right, so feeling pretty good, got some good sleep, been hydrating well?
Yeah, I'm hydrating a lot in the morning and in the evening because I don't drink a lot while flying, but yeah, works pretty well with everything, with sleep-wise and water. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Anything from yesterday's flight that sticks out to your memory from yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, I was seeing the Mont Blanc the whole day. So, like, I basically started flying because one day I want to climb the Mont Blanc via the Péteret and then fly down. So to see the Mont Blanc the whole day was pretty amazing yesterday. Yeah.
Wonderful. Have you flown Mont Blanc yet?
No. There are times when it's not allowed. I think currently it is not allowed, but I will check. And when I started flying, I was like, I'm going to work on my flying, and then someday we'll be able to fly down there or fly around. And now I have to work on my climbing as well.
All right, wonderful. Yeah. So what's your strategy for today? Going to stay solid? Are you going to push? What is in your brain?
I'm probably going to stay solid. Like
okay.
I'm on a 75 size, that's the smallest size, and I try to keep up. And when I can keep up with the middle field, I'm pretty happy.
All right, awesome. Yeah. Well, hopefully you have a great day, and we'll see you on the live.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Awesome. Good morning, Milos. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, good morning. I'm Milos from Czech Republic, and I fly SRS for second year, 3 comps last year, and I'm planning 3 comps this year. Yeah, and I fly for Sky Paragliders, and yeah, it's going great now. Last year I was 11th for the season and had one first place. So yeah, perfect.
And how are you doing in this event?
Now I'm currently 7th, I think, maybe 6th. I'm not sure. I don't follow it that well. And yeah, following Baptiste, trying to catch up and not get too low. Yeah, it's working out for me now. So let's see if I can keep it.
We should say that Milos is one of the guys who's going to be wearing our camera, so hopefully we'll see you in the air later today. And how are you in terms of your feeling? Are you feeling a little bit tired?
Yeah, tired a bit, especially from yesterday's because we had another flight afterwards.
Yeah, this is funny. It wasn't enough to do 4 tasks in a row. You came up here and then did what, another hour's flight all the way up on the ROV?
Yeah, to enjoy the evening sunset, yeah. I needed to go.
One more flight wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Great stuff, yeah. It was good conditions. It was amazing, actually. It was still working really well at 7 o'clock in the evening, wasn't it? You got up to 3,000 meters or something?
Yeah, 3,100 with the view of Mont Blanc. It was amazing.
Wow. Well, look, we look forward to seeing you in the sky on the feed later on Paragliding Live. Okay, we're rolling. So, good morning.
Right there.
They're right there.
Right there.
They're right there.
17.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Great. So overall, fantastic atmosphere up on launch today. And I noticed it's a little bit chillier this morning, isn't it?
Yeah. I definitely had a jacket on, and the chairlift was quite chilly.
So we're currently looking at the video of Simon Steiner. So I was just checking his altitude. He's already at 3,000 meters. So that's a lot higher than pilots have been over the last few days. So higher cloud base. A quick and little update. So it is 1:15. The race starts in 5 minutes.
Whew.
Should we have a little lowdown on the course, the task? It's 48 kilometers. So a reminder, it's a short course today. The reason for that is we've got these strong winds coming in this afternoon, and organisers want everyone to be down safely before those winds kick in. So it's kind of the course today is on the flats, and I say that kind of in inverted commas because it's not really flatland flying here. There are still mountains. There'd be mountains anywhere else.
Yes.
There'd be mountains in the UK, but here they're just rolling kind of hills. But essentially we're avoiding the big ridge lines of Lascia and to an extent the ROV. I mean, pilots will still be using the ROV, particularly in the afternoon. But essentially, it's the playground is in the middle. And we head kind of just kind of a little bit southwest first. We got this leg south. And then it is northwest up to Turn. And then northeast up to just the edge of the Aravi. And then back down south again. Then up north up to just a cylinder, just above Le Grand-Bornand, and then back to the finish line. So 48 kilometers. I mean, it's not going to take them much longer than an hour, is it?
Yeah, this is going to be a sprint to the finish. So definitely not a long race. I think it's going to be exciting to watch because they're going to be crisscrossing and things are going to be happening quick. So.
And also yesterday we saw pilots generally go to the kind of the natural safety places of the ridge lines. And here it is going to be right out in the, in the open area of this, the kind of in the valley. Mm-hmm. But looking at the altitude of Simon, if pilots are already at 3,000 meters, they're just going to be full bar all the way.
Yeah, as long as we have those clouds and things out there to help them, it's going to be a different strategy today than the past couple days.
So what do we know of the wind at the moment? Let's have a look at some of the wind, what the wind stations are giving us, because if they're going downwind, it's going to be crazy fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at La Chat at the moment. We've got I'm just trying to pull up the values here of the live wind. It's not coming up. But yeah, if they get downwind, if they get a little bit of wind, these guys can go 60, 70 kilometers an hour.
Cooking, especially if they've got a little bit of these cloud lift and a tailwind. Whew, it's going to be a fast one then if we can get both those working together. So, and based on the live feed, we've got some pretty nice clouds already starting, really nice cloud bases, tops. Bottoms aren't too dark looking. And they're obviously getting pulled up to them. So looking beautiful on some of these live feeds. We've got Sarah Zimmerman up there right now. And we can see those beautiful cloud base. Some are still kind of thermaling their way up. Some are spread around kind of searching. And then we've got also Marco Sommerfeld here on the side of the cloud. Wow, looking amazing. And let's see, it looks like based on that, he's probably at about 3,100, almost 3,200 meters right now. Amazing.
So I managed to find the wind meter for La Chat, and actually it's nil at the moment. So we don't have to worry about wind at the moment. It is forecast to build up to 30 kilometers an hour, and that's starting to get a little bit serious when you're in the mountains this afternoon. So that's the reason why meet director Steve Senior is very keen to have all athletes safely on the ground by 4 o'clock.
Yeah, they did have somebody yesterday that went over 4 hours, 4 hours and 14 minutes. Orman was there, so he got an endurance prize today. But not today. No 4-hour task today.
No way. Right, so we're just a minute away from the start. We can see the whole gaggle is out together. I'm just going to try and reload the map because sometimes there is a little bit of a lag with the live tracking. But it's 20 past. They'll be hearing a little ping on their instruments.
Yeah, we're less than a minute.
And now it's interesting, they're all back here. It's obviously where it's working on the southeast facing slopes to get the sun, the morning sun. Although now we're pretty much lunchtime, aren't we? It's 20 past 1, the afternoon sun. So already some of these west faces will be starting to work. So the race has started. Shortly, we'll try and patch a call in with our aerial reporter, Jelle Johansson. So he's promised to give us a little update from the start early on. And as soon as we're going to check the feed and see if that's possible. But here we are looking at the footage of Marcin Krocik. So
we see everybody out on glide, just trying to stay efficient. A lot can be written on your start positioning. So the strategy of where do you place yourself. where do you get ready for the exit cylinder, and then how quick do you start pushing based on your altitudes?
So Luke Nicol, he's definitely one to watch. I just pulled him up. He's at 3,000 meters already, and he's going at 70 kilometers an hour. So
yeah, they got some
I think
tailwind. Either that or he's got extra bar.
you got you got your bag ready. We're ready to run. We're not going to be here for long, that's for sure. This is going to be a fast and furious race, folks. So stay tuned.
I've been watching Formula One, so I'm ready.
Baptiste, meanwhile, he's at 3,100. And yeah, he's got 45 kilometers an hour on him. You know, this is quite interesting because Baptiste doesn't have the most performant wing.
Yeah.
Delta 5, he's the Gin. It isn't the most performing of Ozone's wings, so that's a deliberate choice. So he has been outperformed by Luke on the glide and presumably also on the speed as well. And maybe that'll be a factor today. I know that it would mean so much to Luke if he could beat him fair and square. I think he was a little bit disappointed to come in first and wasn't quite the cigar.
I think it was like 9-point difference or something because of those lead points that Baptiste got.
Yeah.
So maybe today we'll see him push out for a little more lead points today. We'll see if that'll be part of his strategy, because it seems with Baptiste, he's consistent, he gets to goal, so you've got to find any little thing that you can get.
I mean, Baptiste is here for fun, but he's also a world champion. He knows this area like the back of his hand. In fact, he's been helping them set the tasks in the first place. Mm-hmm. He's leading the way, and he's happy to lead the way. He's lead pilot. And you often have this in the open comps. You might have pro pilots coming in just to show the way. And it's a nice thing to... It's a nice thing for the other pilots. And what did you get from your conversations earlier? One of the things that I picked up on is just how nice it is. I think it was Fred Monet saying how nice it is that everyone is on the same wing. So when you're competing with an ENC wing and you've got the A's, the B's, the C's, D's, and then comp wings, and when you're all in it together, it's just a really nice feeling. Whereas if you're in a different, more like a World Cup or like a Swiss Championship, and you're on an ENC, there might be other pilots who are out and about, but they're not in your class, so they're not in your race. So that was a nice thing that everyone's in the same boat here.
Yep. Because if you've ever flown cross country with your friends, at a certain point you're like, geez, do I need to go up a glider because I keep losing my friends on glide and they're having to come back and wait for me. So it's really nice because everyone kind of chase each other, and it keeps it all in that same range of even risk management. If you're playing follow the leader, you're not following an Enzo into a zone that you wouldn't be able to glide out. So it makes it a little safer for people to kind of follow, I think, doing this SRS style.
Although the level now is so high in SRS. I was talking to a British pilot who was slightly like, woof, he's just getting his ass spanked a bit here because the level is so high. I think he still said he was still flying a Photon. He flies 100 hours, a year. But even then, the level is just, Yeah, I think we're getting a lot of pilots that are wanting to do comps that have a lot of experience. But not everybody wants to be on the Enzos and ballasting up and doing the big 14-day comps. And so we're seeing a lot of people doing these 7-day comps, these comps that take it back a notch of pressure and risk, and get yourselves on a little funner glider for a bit, Although you say that, but still several pilots are ballasted up. I mean, Sarah Zimmerman was saying, I don't know if you were there when we was talking to her, she has 38 kilos of ballast.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean...
But getting to the larger size wings, even some of your Reynolds numbers get there. It can snag and grab a thermal more. It can search a little bit more and just has different performance than the extra smalls do. So fortunately, some of us women, we can't maybe put it on this way. We have to carry it and get ourselves to higher size gliders.
The rules do change next year, so the limit is 33 kilos, and she said that will really affect her. So the reason, particularly light, it's not just females are affected, but it's light pilots.
Yeah.
So if you're, and the fastest wings are the big wings, and to fly the big wings, you need the weight.
Yep.
It's so the heavier pilots are, have that advantage, and one way to try and level the playing field is to have what have been called noodles, So these are things that tubes that go on the risers, and they increase the drag. And they tried these earlier this year. I think it was the Explore event in Gemona, but they weren't a success because in a situation where you get an asymmetric collapse, they were getting lines caught in them. And it happened a few times. And so unfortunately, the feeling is at SRS, Brett was explaining this to me back in April, I think it was, that the noodles were not a success. They don't want to introduce us. But talking to Sarah this morning, she said she would have preferred the noodles being introduced, because if you can put noodles on the faster gliders, that reduces their advantage.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Trying to make an even playing field across all sizes, and it's a tricky one.
How do you? Yeah, exactly. How do you do that? It is difficult. I mean, we've got it in this race. At least everyone's on an ENC.
Yeah, that helps. And like in the BGD weightless idea that they've been kind of playing around with is the cylinder sizes increase or decrease based on the size of the glider. So taking into consideration its abilities and kind of doing that to being able to turn and burn for the smaller gliders, and bigger ones have to go a little further in.
Now I see we're with Milos Divis today. So he's a new pilot up in the sky. So we got a chance to talk to Milos earlier. If you just tuned in, you can rewind and play his little interview. But we saw him up on launch yesterday evening. We went for an evening glide.
Mine was an evening glide to the landing zone.
Yours was an evening glide. Mine turned into an epic 1 hour flight up above the ridgeline of the Aravi. I was getting 4 meter thermals at almost 7 o'clock. It was wild. And I kind of looked up and I could see there was this wing, like still about over 3,000 meters. And that was Milos. And, 4 tasks wasn't enough. He still wanted to kind of get more out of the day.
He said he wanted a nice sunset flight, which he got. So
he said he just wanted some more kind of freestyle flying. That's what he really loves.
Reset his head, just get him where he needs to be to finish this comp out.
But it was wild. I mean, it was. We launched at just after 6 o'clock, and it was quite breezy. I was able to soar for a little bit, and then it was working. It was quite. Quite cyclical, and then I got a good lift, and then I cut and run. The local pilot here, James Ormond, helped me. He was like the mothership,
mother goose.
Just leading the way, and then I had to scratch this cliff, and it's big territory. I've never flown here before, and it is intimidating. It is, and I was trying to just tell myself it's just like home. It's just like Whitewall, which is this like grassy field.
Just back in England here.
And it felt like my wingtip was just kind of like brushing alongside. I was probably miles away, but it felt it was rough, and then it was cold up there, and then just as we got to the top of the Aravi, out popped Mont Blanc, and it was like spectacular in the evening light. That's definitely one of my best flights, maybe even. I mean, one of the most spectacular anyway.
Yeah. And many pilots were commenting on how they were loving the Mont Blanc view on the flights the past couple of days. Especially yesterday's visibility was incredible.
Yeah. But then I kind of lost the feeling in my hands and my face. So at that point, I thought, time to head back to the landing field.
Yeah, we needed you for the live today, so.
So here we are. While we've been chatting away, they're pretty much heading still at good altitudes. Baptiste at 2,600 meters. If I just pull up the map here, Baptiste 2,600. That'll be a relief for pilots. Sarah, I think I just saw 2.4. If I pull up the leaderboard, you can just have a quick overview. Yeah, there's pretty much no one under 2,000 meters.
Which is wonderful. They need a good day like this, especially being tired. Make good decisions when you got altitude. It's just gonna make a good day for everybody, I think. But we'll see how that maintains. And
it's nice for pilots as well, just to kind of really mix it up. Some tasks, long tasks, short tasks. One of my questions. I was genuinely wondering that after 4 days in a row, are they a bit knackered?
Oh, yeah.
Another day. Because quite often in these sorts of comps and events, there's a rest day thanks to bad weather. And that always is a nice thing kind of psychologically. You can just zone out, relax, eat and whatever and rest. And so, yeah, there's some pilots almost secretly like, oh, give me a rest day, hoping for bad weather. But based on conversations this morning, no. Actually, they're happy to fly. 2 weeks in a row, yes. But actually for 5 days in a row, no. For these pilots, they will take it in their stride. And you know what Brett was saying, no, they're still going to push hard.
Yeah, well, you see, we had that one pilot flew all the way from Singapore just for this week. So he doesn't want to probably sit around even if he's tired. He wants to maximize this trip before he flies a long trip home.
It amused me that he said he'd got his hike and fly kit. I'm not surprised with baggage allowance. Can you imagine carrying like 30 kilos of ballast?
Yeah, but good that he's getting a good time here as well. So.
Yeah, a lot of pilots. There's Colin Rathbun. He's come in from the British Virgin Islands. Really interesting pilot. He has the site record for the British Virgin Islands. Do you know what that is?
No.
I think he said it was 25 kilometers.
Oh,
it's a proper FAI triangle. But no, he's a pilot. He's a really good pilot. He's done quite a few comps in the US. And
I've been in a few comps he's been at.
So he's having a great SRS. Let's see, they're all converging now. Is this the Danae? This is Point Merdacier. There we go.
They're making pretty good time across that valley, though, I've got to say.
So Aurelius, he's going at 40k an hour. That's pretty much it's kind of trim speed for these guys. That's your regular flying speed. I'm going to see if I can find those wind stations again.
Yeah, maybe they've come into a little bit of a different change of wind since they've kind of moved to the end of the valley now. But interesting thing is we're not so separated out. All the pilots are pretty much still really clumped together. Unlike yesterday, at the beginning of the start, we had that almost sink out moment and it really separated into 3 very distinct groups. But right now they're all in there pretty tight right now. So it's kind of anybody's game. They're spread out well, so that should help them find lift if they're paying attention.
So I've got a warped sense of humor. My evilness. I was looking, are there any little people?
Any little people?
Oh no, there's a little person there. But that looks like they haven't launched. So maybe they have an issue there. Who is that? Do we see? Oh, don't know. So don't seem to be too many little people. So that's good.
So as of right now, we're doing okay.
We're doing okay. We can go back to one of the other feeds there.
But really understanding your speeds to fly when they're out in the valleys and they've got headwinds and tailwinds of really maximizing their glide and not dirting themselves, getting to thermals when they see them.
So Millie, I've managed to pull up the live wind station for pretty much where they are at the moment, and it's 9 kilometers an hour from the northwest, gusting to 13.
Okay, so that northwest is what we were thinking.
So they're downwind now. So
okay.
When we see their speeds at the moment, we've got 44 kilometers an hour. Who else? Well, these are offline. Just having a look at a few of these speeds, 40, 50, 40 kilometers. It'll be a little bit slower on the way back.
Yeah.
But not a lot slower.
No, these guys seem to be pushing bar pretty all right.
Yeah.
And hopefully they've got some nice speed bar setups, because after many days of pushing bar, you don't have that set up right, you can really get those shaky legs.
Luke Nickel will be on the point of tagging the turn point right now. There's a little bit of a lag in the live tracking that I'm looking at, so he will be looking to tag that very soon. Who else have we got on the leaderboard?
So he's definitely pushing some of those lead points today. He is like, I cannot let another 9-point day get me.
Fred Monet is also in the lead group there. Who are Tudor Dorobantu? He's on a Photon. He seems to be in pole position at the moment from Romania. Let's see where he is. So he's tagging the turn point right now. Who of our pilots? Let's see if we can have a look. If we can bring up our cameras.
I think we've got Gaetan.
Mark Janaway. So let's get in Mark. Let's make sure we've got Mark, because he's going to tag that turn point very quickly. Here we are. So if we see Mark do a 180 degree turn.
He's hit it and he's going.
Exactly.
And we can already see some pilots that are in front of him doing that same move right now. And interesting enough, Fred and Gaetan were talking about the fact that since they're not at the rankings they want to be, this is their opportunity to be pushing pilots. So then they can add that into their ability without the pressure to go, what am I like to push? And can I use that another day and know I'm not going to dirt out? So will be interesting to watch Fred because we've already noticed he's pushing and see if he's going to be learning from his pushing today because he's not as stressed about bombing out. Of course, they don't want to be, but it's going to help them kind of be able to deal without the pressure and then learn from it later.
So look, we can see them turning around. So they have already turned around. Mark's feed has just...
Oh, we got it back there.
We got it back.
The beautiful views right now. It's just amazing.
Who else have we got here? Let's have a look at Helena. Where's Helena?
We're going to JJ in 20.
So hearing word that we're going to go to our race reporter in the air, Jelle Johansson, in about 15 seconds as soon as he comes on. So stand by for Jelle. He's going to give...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this task. I mean, Tarquin already welcomed you probably in a good way. Hoppa. It is interesting. Of course, it's yeah, about midday, but with this slope, it's really working well. But we have a little bit of spillover wind, which resulted also in some collapses. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, right underneath us, there's a pilot who's, well, he's standing, he's sorting his lines, as far as I can say, down there. And maybe I saw also his collapse. He disappeared behind the ridge. It was quite a huge one. I'm happy to see him standing and working it, hopefully. I will observe him a bit longer while I'm waiting for the others to come back from the furthest turn point over there. The start was quite nice. Most of the pilots were right under the cloud base and could make a nice glide over. There was almost no need to go do a thermal in this area. They came immediately to this side here and are
Okay, well, it was good to get that brief update from Jelle. He said someone had a collapse.
Yeah, it sounded like someone had a really large cascading collapse, but then got it back together, and they see him standing on the ground, so they know he's fine. Just going to have to get himself out of where he's at. So, but yeah, Jelle did note that that is quite big air right now. So collapses are happening, a little bit of spillover wind, they think. So that lapse rate is quite strong today.
So I think you're going to have, for those people who are new to the sport or maybe don't understand how paragliding works, what is a lapse rate? What does that mean?
So that's kind of how fast we can say the elevator ride is. So it's not a slow elevator. We've got stuff releasing and really shooting up. But what that ends up doing as that parcel of air is going up, we have rising air and sinking air. And so in between those two creates a little bit of a layer that if you catch that edge, sometimes it can, be a little aggressive if you're not ready for it.
So your wing literally just, the side of it just folds in on itself. Mm-hmm. And these wings are great because they will reinflate themselves.
Yep.
Eventually.
But, I would say most of these pilots that are on these wings have had a simulated incident course and know how to maybe bring these back to life as needed, a little piloting as needed, so...
I mean, everyone is familiar with turbulence in an aeroplane, and it's no different. And all it is in the air is made up of two types of air going up, air going down. And when those two, when you go hit them both at the same time, it's bumpy.
Yeah.
Actually, Jelle is top bending now because he saw a pilot on the ground and he's checking on him.
So a little update from Yili. You might have picked that up. He's actually going to top land because it seems a pilot has landed. But we'll bring you more information on that when we have it from Yele. So he's going to come into land and we'll flick to, let's see who else is in the air and go back to the action. We can see on the map already about half the field has tagged that turn point. So I'm just going to bring up the map, turn off the commentary. We can see, get an overview of the course there. So yeah, seems pretty rowdy out there, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's probably a little bit of that high pressure we're dealing with. You can think of it as kind of like jello or a pushing down, and these thermals have to kind of work their way up. So you might be in a thermal, and then as it goes, it's drifting a little bit, and you can find those edges probably a little bit more than on a nice, really open day. So
now, if I'm watching this and I know nothing about the sport, it looks madness, you know, seeing so many pilots in the air. How does everyone avoid each other? I mean, that just seems crazy when you're with so many pilots all in the air. Is there like can you explain some of the rules? And
yeah, I mean, just like driving on the road, we've got some rules, even though like in England it's wrong. But yeah, so around the launch area today was a left-hand turn day, so every pilot has to turn left. There's no right turning by launch. Once they exit launch though, the pilot who finds that thermal sets the thermal. So as you're kind of feeling stuff, you make sure you're looking down and around. If someone's already turning in it, you match their turn. As thermals kind of collide together, typically the more established thermal is going to be the one that we adjust to. So if one's turning right, one's turning left, there's a moment where you're going to have to do a little mix up.
So we can see Milos here. He's just turning. They're all turning right in a thermal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a. They call it sharp elbow kind of tactics. You know, there was a message about that in the briefing, just to be generous, not to be a little bit more accommodating. So when you join a thermal, yeah, you know, you need to give space to other pilots and be considerate and maintain the same direction. That's really important.
Yeah, and really make sure your head's looking around, up, above, and below, because they can rise up from below. And we did see some pilots had mirrors on their sleeves and stuff to help them have good views.
Yeah, you have to be, you know, there's a reason why eagles have like swivel eyes that can look, you know, we can't do that. So you've got to swivel your head one way, swivel the other. And pilots, they have these little mirrors on both wrists so that they can see. You've got to look up, down. It's something us humans, we haven't evolved to deal with this 360-degree 3D environment. I mean, it's a new thing. So when you're in a thermal, when you're in what we call a gaggle, it's quite big and intimidating. But the flip side of that is, for the more experienced you are, for these kind of pilots, generally they all know they're fairly experienced. The rules, everyone knows the rules of the road, so you know they all know they're good pilots, and that's more true in even the World Cups of this world. For these guys, the biggest nightmare is a gaggle of people like me, where we're all going off and doing our own thing, and our thermaling technique is we're bouncing in and out, and we're less predictable.
Yeah. And you know, in the days we have stronger lift too, people get into it and they're in an immediate climb, and so some days it's gentle and you're not so stressed about climbing up into people or them rising to you. But I think some of these strong lapse rate days where the elevator from the ground is quite quick, you got to really be paying attention and stay focused on all the pilots. So
JJ is going to top end there. We have confirmed injured pilot there. He's asking for help.
So we're just going to go and have a look at, I was going to bring back Milos's feed, because he's interesting, because he is in 6th place overall.
Overall, yeah.
And he's doing really well. And we can see him here on I've got the map open as well. Let's bring up the map as well. He is at 2,500 meters. And just as I had him on, I've lost him again. So he should be red. Can we see a little red one? Here he is. Oh no, that's not. That's a female pilot. That's pink. So the map just updated itself. But he's 2,500 meters and doing really well. And
which is nice, because we've been checking in on altitudes the past couple of days, seeing them just barely above ground level and groveling around. So I think it's a nice day for them all to not be stressed being low. And they did a good job, I think, making the task to make sure we aren't low on ridge lines today.
Here he is. We're back with Milo. And
He's right there with the head pack.
He's
there.
with this gaggle. And let's get his details. So he's at 2,452 kilometers an hour, which is, I mean, speeds, your kind of trim speed is like 35. Well, your average, if it's an efficient pilot, is around 35 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're downwind, you'll be doing 60, 70 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, those ground speeds pick up there for sure. So.
And when you go on full bar, so you have your trim speed, which is when you're the glider, when you're kind of doing no inputs.
Yeah, just letting it do its thing.
That's kind of just under 40 kilometers an hour, is that right?
Yeah, I would say for some of these gliders, based on where they're loaded up on that weight range.
And then when you go full bar, that's basically full gas. That's when you put your foot down on the gas and you're trimming the angle of attack so just that the wing goes faster.
Yep.
And in this racing, it's full bar for as long as possible. Now, there is a downside to going full bar, that it makes your wing a little bit more prone to those collapses we talked about.
Yep. And not always do you want to be on full bar. I mean, sometimes just a little off bar might be your best efficiency when you're making certain crossings, but sometimes you see someone in that thermal and it's time. Let's get to that thermal and cranking it.
Although, in racing, it is actually full bar all the way. Some of the advice that Russ Ogden, the British, he's an Ozone pilot, is giving some of the British pilots was, learn to fly on full bar all the time.
Yeah, get comfortable with full bar so you can feel the feedback the glider needs. And
it's not what everyone wants to do. Recreational pilots, many recreational pilots don't go on bar at all.
Yeah. But you can see we're starting to get a little separation of the gaggle, and that might come to it of who's willing to fully push that bar and hold on to it even through some turbulence. And other people might be, let me come off that, or let me do, a little 20% bar right now. And so definitely the lead pack, they're pushing bar. There's no way to be in the lead pack without pushing bar.
Oh, look, we can see some of those mirrors that we were talking about earlier. Here's Simon Steiner from Switzerland.
He's got the Swiss speed sleeves on. It's kind of nice when their whole team lands, you know who's on the team based on those speed sleeves.
I don't like this red on the right arm. He should be red on the left arm.
Yeah.
Often paragliding, it's an air sport, so has its roots in sailing. Like airplanes. You have your red and your on the left on your port side. Green is starboard. That comes from maritime rules, and still even paraglider harnesses today will be color coded so that red is left, green is on the right. So the red would be confusing.
Well, so let's the Swiss League take note of that and make some adjustments next season for them.
Interestingly, there are a lot of pilots there who come from the sailing world. A lot of people do both sports. Luke Nicol, he's a sailor. He's also a kite surfer. So very similar sports, I think. If you understand wind, if you understand the flow, if you understand movement and efficiency as well, and working with the kind of trim and the pressure of a sail. I mean, interestingly, in French, your sail is the same word. A wing, la voile is the sail, and also they call this a sail, a wing, or something like that.
Yeah,
that wasn't.
Interesting.
It's the same word for wing and sail.
Yeah. We've got quite a few people tuned in live right now. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. The more subscribers we have, the more things we can get accomplished through our YouTube channel. So make sure you guys hit subscribe, like it, drop a comment where you guys tuning in from so we know where we've got everyone tuning in from. Let's look, we got some people from Switzerland right now. And if you guys have questions, please let us know.
Put them in the chat.
Chat away. Get those fingers typing.
Right, looks like we're already at the turn point. Turn, I think it is. The turn point. And here we got pilots who are going to be turning northeast back to over La Clusaz and then onto that turn point. And I think already I'm thinking we need to be thinking about hitting the road. We're going to do it slightly differently today. We're going to be, Millie is going to be behind the wheel.
Yeah. Millie Verstappen, I'm going to be driving like a maniac through this town. Been watching some Formula One, so, let's get it.
Watch out, French. Yeah, we're coming for you.
And let's check out this leaderboard and see where we've got Baptiste sitting at. It seems like he isn't pushing super hard today, but he's right up there with the pack still. So we'll see kind of leader point wise where he gets and if he starts to push forward more.
So we're looking at Marco Sommerfeld. Maybe even I can try and give Marco a call. He's been, the last time we called him a couple of days ago, and yeah, he was just as he entered a 6 meter a second circle.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 6 meter per second thermal, which is the same speed as a skyscraper elevator. And there was some very, very colorful language coming out from him. So let's see if we can.
Yeah, and I guess he even hit even stronger ones up to 7, and it was kind of word of launch as Marco and his climbs.
So most of these pilots have got headsets connected. Often they don't even need to take the hands off the brakes.
Hey, man.
Hey, Marco, how's it going?
It's okay. I'm chasing the main Kegel, but yeah, I think the day is good.
What is the air like? Are the thermals strong?
Not that strong. So my best climb was 4 so far, and yeah, it's okay. It depends on the places. Sometimes we have weak summits, sometimes strong.
But it seems cloud base is a bit higher.
Yeah, it is. This is higher and colder, so we have the cloud base at 3.2, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
But from now on, we will never go that high because it's a real race, so everybody is just pushing straight. I'm now on 1800, but I don't play this game. I take some more height.
What's your prediction on finishing? How long do you think it'll take to complete the course?
I think it's an hour 25.
Oh wow! Okay. So Marco, we'll leave you in the sky. Happy flying, and
thank you.
Take care. Thank you. Bye bye. Great to hear from Marco there. That worked well.
Yeah, gave us a little update there. So nothing too punchy compared to some of the other days they've been in. And like he said, he's not going to play the game of going low today. He says he's going to get himself some more height before he makes the next push. So,
but yeah, his prediction, 1 hour 20 to complete the course. So we've already been going for just over 30 minutes. So less than an hour to go, folks. Less than an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race today. And we've got some questions on some harnesses. I'm not sure. We'll have to look and see what we can find out on some of those.
Yeah, we can dig up that information. So let's
yeah,
we can.
And if we need to, we can get Marcos back on the phone and ask him some harness questions in the sky. We'll pull up the leaderboard here. See
so whose harness are we wanting to know about?
Marco Sommerfeld. And I believe maybe the other pilot's on the same one. Let's see here.
So Marco is on a, well, according to his stated race pilot information, and you can see this on SRS.live, he's on a Genie Race 6. Oh, it's a Genie Race 5, apparently. And the other harness?
The other harness would be for Simon Steiner.
Simon is on a Genie Race 5 as well.
Okay.
So they're part of the GIN team, so
yeah.
They're flying GIN equipment.
Yeah.
There are other harnesses available.
But I think I do remember hearing some people talking about the harnesses and how some of the harnesses are a little softer and other ones have a little more rigidness to them. And it seems maybe those GINs have a little more structure to them, a little less washy until they fully fill up, possibly. So.
One interesting development that's come out in the last few years is this whole submarine innovation. Mm-hmm. And I guess it needs no introduction. It is what it says. It looks like what it sounds like. I mean, it's almost like you're getting into a vessel.
Uh-huh. You know, I've got like little... locks
it's
you in.
more aerodynamic. I mean,
Yes.
obviously. So it's a kind of tube sort of shape. And in the old days, when the sport first started, it was, you were in this open harness, then you had the cocoon or pod harness, and now it's, you almost, so your head is just poking out from the top, and then your arms are in the air, and yeah.
But the gliders have become so performance that the body needs to match the aerodynamics of the glider now, and these gliders have become so aerodynamic that we need them to match, and these submarine harnesses have kind of really solved that problem. So.
And the other thing is the aerodynamic fairing at the back, which
It helps displace all that stuff in the back.
So let's refresh our map and our minds and see where everyone is. Have a look at the map here. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a little slow to load. Turn the commentary off. So we've already got, who is this pushing out front? Matthias Grunefeld.
We've seen him in the
So he's gunning
top
60 kilometers an hour. He'll be there in no time. Honestly, I'm thinking when they get this next turn point, we should be thinking about hitting the road. What do you reckon?
I think so, yeah.
Because when they get up to this turn point to the Arrow V, the foothills of the Arrow V, then it's a run due south. It's a north wind. It's really not that far.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick finish there. So interesting. I did pull up a little bit of info on that Gin Genie Race 5, and it has a simpler in and out system than some of the other harnesses, so you can get in and out quicker. And it has a little bit of ability to breathe a little bit better in the sky. You can kind of pop it open and get a little air in, so you don't feel like you're kind of stuck in a kind of locked in cocoon. So kind of interesting.
Yeah, it goes without saying that these submarine harnesses are not for everyone. You need a bit of certain high level to be flying them.
Yeah, but I think we're just going to keep seeing that technology change and get more safe and more fun for the pilots to be in them. So
now, who should we give a call to next?
Let's see. Who do we got out there?
Who would you like to hear from?
Who do we look like that isn't having a handful? Let's see. Maybe we go over to Gatan. Looks like he's on a glide. Let's see who else we've got. It looks like they're not thermaling currently.
Yeah, maybe Geta would be a good guy to call.
He's always quite entertaining too. He's kind of a fun one for us to talk to.
Geta, let's.
And he's got kind of that orange theme too. Orange pod, orange in the wing, it's orange shoes, and likes that color.
You'd think he's from the Netherlands, but he's not.
See if we can get that to connect.
But
we've got him on the screen here so you guys can see his view. He's got the white ozone with the nice orange pop there. If you guys are into fashion like I am, it's all those little things kind of come into play and matter.
So Geta is currently not available. I could try WhatsApping him. Maybe the WhatsApp will work better.
Yeah.
Geta. Let's see if we can get Geta.
Yeah, if we end up getting Simon Steiner on, we can ask him some harness questions too for the viewers. So stay tuned, everybody.
Okay, so Geta not there, but maybe we can get Simon on Zello.
Yeah.
So Zello is like a radio app. If I can find him.
And they might be on a newer style harness than we've got on the...
So let's bring up, have we got a feed with Simon just to check where he is? Yeah, here we go. Let's pull up Simon. Here he is. He's on glide. Let's see if we can patch him in. Simon, this is the Paragliding live team in the studio. Are you there? Can you give us an update?
We'll see if those hands come off or if he's on glide and staying efficient.
Or whether his communication setup is working. It looks like he's making no attempt to answer the call.
Which we can't blame him for that. You know, this is what they're here for. Is that.
Sometimes you're kind of concentrating. Simon, this is Tarquin here in the Paragliding Live studio. Are you there? Over. It seems not.
That's all right.
But hey, he's giving us amazing footage from where he is. And where is Simon? Let's have a look at the leaderboard to see where Simon is on the course line. I'm just pulling that.
Here is Simon. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Simon. Tell us what's happening.
We see he's trying to do it, but he's got to keep flying that glider. So he did come off that phone and back onto those rears to stay focused.
I have to touch my smartphone to speak to you, so
Simon, don't worry. Don't let us distract you. You concentrate on the flying. Have a great race, and we'll talk to you at the end. Yeah, sometimes the communication setup, I mean, with the radio, there's a lot going on. Pilots often talk about brain space and having enough brain space to deal with everything, with the piloting, with the navigation, and of course in this event you're also racing, so there's a lot going on and we don't want to distract any of the pilots up there. And in case you're wondering, yes, we do ask their permission beforehand, and we discuss ways in which we can contact them in the air. And so yeah, with Simon we will have discussed this, and he said it's fine to call him, but we'll leave it at that. Maybe we can catch up with Helena in a bit, but let's just see where we are on the course line and how far they are from the next turn point. So I can see a little yellow triangle. Who's that, Millie?
Let's see.
It's Baptiste, because Baptiste is in the yellow jersey. And he's at 1900 meters, traveling at 55 kilometers an hour.
Making some sporty
Maybe
time there.
What would you call that? It's about 40 miles per hour in old money.
Yeah.
But he's not actually in the lead. Who's this out front? Ronnie Geisen.
It's going to be interesting to
Ronnie
see where
was
those
third.
lead points sit.
Yeah, third yesterday, I think he was. Or third. No, he's third in the... is he in the overalls? No, he was third yesterday. He's looking to do one. Colin Rathburn. Here we go. Go, Colin.
He's been pushing. We've been seeing him in the lead quite a bit the past couple
Colin
days.
has come all the way over from the British Virgin Islands. Fantastic performance. Great pilot. Victor Aguilera. Come on, Victor. Victor is 16 years old. I mean, to get to this level, you'd expect most pilots to be flying a minimum of 4 years, 5 years. I mean, normally you'd learn over a couple of years, then go into a competition circuit. I mean, the fact that he's only 16, I mean, when did he start flying?
Well, that's a good thing. We'll need to find him in the landing zone.
I think in the UK, I don't think you can be younger. You can only start flying when you're 16. France, it's different. He's from Spain. So I guess, I mean, you can always start ground handling and the basics on the ground and playing with a wing and all that stuff.
Very true, yeah. Youngest I've kind of taught was 12, and when she turned 13, and you're trying to say, okay, you know when you're driving a car on the freeway for traffic and just lots of tandems.
Yeah,
sometimes it was like I couldn't put it. I'm like, when you're riding your bicycle, okay, hop on tandem, let's go.
So come on, Colin. We've got Fred Mornay, So we talked to him as well earlier. He won the sport class in the Swiss Championship last month. Michael Greif. Oh no, he's Michael. He's from the States, Michael Greif. I was going to give it a German, looked like a German name there. Sorry,
yeah, maybe
Michael.
German ancestry.
So Michael Greif, he's up there. I mean, it's anyone. That's the joy of this SRS series. It can be anyone up there. Anyone. Nuno Gomez, loving this. So we've got an update from Milos, I'm being told. So as soon as
Hey, Milos here. We are off through the speed section and it seems we are going a bit slow. Thermals at the top was weak and stable-ish conditions are expected. So we are not rushing to get enough heights at the next thermal in the lower hills, and then we connect to reach Aravis, I think, and then it will be stronger there, hopefully. So we will speed up more. Now we are on like a half bar, everybody, all field going in front. Baptiste is in the first position and at top. Yeah, it seems nice. No clouds ahead though, so it will be harder, right?
Once they hit about somewhere down here we go, before they hit this waypoint.
I think here's our max turnaround. Okay, agree. Okay, we're back. Interesting there to hear from Milos and enjoying his time here in the SRS Ozone edition, flying a Sky Merlin, I think it is. He's flying.
Yeah.
That is a feature of the SRS series. It's the kind of like if we take the F1 analogy, the kind of manufacturer's championship it's much more open than how it is in the World Cup, where generally the Ozone Enzo wins everything.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice to see all the different gliders out there in the categories that most people fly at home. Not everyone's buying Enzos and flying those on a weekend basis, so you kind of get to see what gliders are performing and maybe what you'd like to get for yourself. But we did get an update on the pilot that was down. He is fine. Everything's fine equipment-wise, body-wise, and the two are going to, I think, relaunch, and I don't think he'll be competing anymore at that point, but he can at least get down to a safe spot to get picked up by the retrieve. So all good there.
That is good news.
Yeah,
that is good news.
that.
Yeah, it is a feature of these kinds of races. There are always a few incidents. We've got 130 odd pilots in the field. I mean, yesterday we had someone who landed in a tree. Happy to say that they managed to climb themselves down. They did call the emergency helicopter, and then the helicopter was stood down, and it was fine. And he is now competing today.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you think about it in the Ski World Cup and stuff, there's always something that happens when people are pushing our bodies and stuff to the extra full limit, So, but, it's a risk these guys take, and they choose to, push out where it needs and push when they need to.
So, little update here on the field. So if I bring up I'm just going to have a look at the leaderboard and just refresh that. Our heights now, it seems that most people are under 2,000 meters. Some of we haven't talked about the women today, the female lineup. We spoke to a few female pilots earlier. So they all seem to be, there's a whole gaggle all together actually. That's really interesting. If we bring up Meta on the tracking.
Yeah,
so
she's at about
there.
almost 2,300 meters.
So we can see this grouping of female pilots all making the crossing over La Clusaz. So we've got Meta, we've got Sarah Zimmerman, Ali Matthews. So she's a British pilot but based locally. Benedicta Sauri. Lena Spearwater, the diver from Chile.
Yeah, she took first for the ladies yesterday.
So that's a really exciting battle. That's not a lady.
Sometimes
Linda Hoch
catches the other ones around them.
And then at the back here, we've got Scarlett Tian. And I think we have ahead of, I think I saw another, who's out front? Up front, the females. is
Chen Roulet.
Chen Roulet, yes. So I had a great chat with her. She's come all the way over from China. She does spend, I think, the summer in the Alps, but she was telling me the scene in China, and it's a growing sport. And I think we're going to see more events and more things happening in China where the sport is really, really growing. So
yeah, but
good stuff for Chen
she's
Ru.
Super lovely woman, really nice to talk to, very good energy. So like to see her around a lot more at these comps.
And she's just alongside Milo. That's interesting. So if we can pull up Milo's feed, we might even be able to see her, but that depends if his feed is working. I'm not sure it's on, so.
Well, we do have Helena. I wonder if maybe we get her on a call. She's always quick to answer and
if she can, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's bring up Helena and we'll give her a call.
Before we need to think about jumping in the car and getting out of here.
And just to say, the technology here, we're a startup at Paragliding Live. Everything's a little bit experimental, but we are demonstrating that you can broadcast live in the air, and it is amazing. I think it gives folks who maybe they don't understand the sport at all, and for pilots who try and explain it to our friends and family, our non-pilot friends, it's pretty hard. They're just sort of like, oh right, you're floating about in the air, it must be really nice.
Yeah.
And when you've got a camera up there and you got that POV, that pilot view, you get a much kind of more real sense. It's almost like you're in a game, for gamers, and you can see what it's like. Oh, look how close they are, or this. Actually, Gaetan is really close. Can we bring him up a sec? That was really cool. I just saw him. He's really close to that other pilot.
Yeah, they're all like some
and he's looking left and right. You can see he's obviously got the camera on his helmet, and and exciting. The number of times I've had conversations with tourists, and they say, "Oh, it must be lovely," and you're like, well, not really. It's like, whoa, you're kind of pulling the brakes. You have to be really active, and you're like your heartbeat, and you're telling yourself, breathe, exhale. Okay, stay calm. Where are you going? What's happening? Look left, look right, look up, look down. And that's a little bit what it's like for these folks.
And I love in those moments because you're not thinking about any bills or any problems on the ground. It's almost meditative, even though it takes a lot of your time. It's really a super hyper focus, and it's, I think, something a lot of us enjoy as paragliding pilots is that hyper focus and kind of leaving the world behind.
Absolutely. So the last thing you want to be doing is disturbed by a phone call while you're in the air, but we're going to do it nonetheless. Let's just check Helena. It seems like she's in a climb. I'm just wondering if we wait a second before giving her a call. We'll see. If she doesn't answer, she doesn't answer. But we can try.
And I know her plan today was to stay steady and solid today, not to push too hard, but stay in it.
Give it one more.
Yeah, it looks like she's on those rears and
no,
staying focused.
Yeah, no, fine.
These guys need to milk anything they can for these crossings, so.
We'll just check in on Helena to see where she is on the scoreboard. So Helena, oh, she's calling back. Here she goes. Helena. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Are you having most important?
I think the connection is bad.
No, we can hear you great. Just tell us what's going on.
So right now I'm trying to figure out if I should go over there to the ridge or if I just should follow there. There are people turning down low there, and I think it works. It worked the last 3 days there, but I could go over there as well. I don't know which is faster right now. I just have making a decision on no, or if I should bail out and go to the right. I don't know what the rest behind me is, but I guess they are following because they saw me going.
Well, maybe Helena, in another time we can put it to the chat and we can get people to suggest which way you should go. But on this occasion, we'll leave it to you to make the best call. And generally, though, can you tell us what conditions are like? Is it really active flying, or is it a little bit more relaxed?
I would say it's bumpy, definitely. Especially on the ridge, it was very bumpy. A lot of people struggled there, I would say. But out in the flats, it's better.
Great.
Flats are chill.
Well, great stuff, Helena. Thank you for talking to us. We'll see you in the goal.
Yeah.
Ciao. Bye-bye. Speaking of goal, I'm thinking it's time.
Yep.
I think it's time. Let's have a look to see where the leaders are. We've got all these. Who's out front? We've got Piotr Karolak from Poland, and he's heading south, and he is at a speed of only 22 kilometers an hour, but still they're motoring.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as soon as they cross, yeah, Marco's up there, Baptiste Lambert, and Sarah Zimmerman.
Right there with them.
So Sarah's been having a little bit of a disappointing race by her standards. You know, she said this, and I think would be really happy if she could have a good performance today. How high is she though? She's at 1900 meters. Piotr at 1500 meters.
But I'd see
Baptiste
is
2300.
And it looks like he's kind of pushed forward now. So
should we hit the road?
I think we should get all this going. In the meantime, we will have you guys live with the pilots. So stay tuned for the landing zone excitement.
Don't go away. This is where Millie and I hit the road. This is the most exciting part of the whole race.
Yep.
So we are going to unclip ourselves and we're going to just keep going. Here we are. So word, it's cooking in here.
Let's get some air conditioning for us for a moment.
So here we are. We are going through the town now of Grand-Bornand, little French village. These beautiful old chalet buildings, and I'm going to just give you a little bit of.
They've got all these little slow down spots here. I think they've got the right of way though.
Oh, nice driving.
Told you I've been watching Formula One this week. Max Verstappen. We got Millie Verstappen.
Here we go. We're now in the center of Le Grand-Bornand. Beautiful church and the. Oh, it's famous for the playground. It's this ancient, antique merry-go-round.
Oh, it's so cool.
We're going to have to have on it. It's really cool. But this.
They let adults on it.
You know, be aware for that.
Oh, we're not too.
Old chalets, very rustic. It's often described as that kind of. It's a really traditional Savoyard village from the Haute-Savoie where we are.
We're getting some nice flow here to the landing zone.
It's great. So we may be a little bit on the cautious side, but when these pilots are on full bar, when they, you know, they're speeds, link, and they're quicker than you are, because they're also taking a direct line.
Yeah, they got the bird's eye, the bird's view, while we have to do the roads. Very nice. Oh, such
Nicely
beautiful.
done, Millie. This is really great driving here.
Let's hit it. Don't want to get a speeding ticket though. I got a few of those last summer in France. Oh goodness. In the U.S. there has to be a cop actually nailing you, and in France they have all these cameras.
Yep.
Sneaky cameras.
So we're just coming into the area where the land field is. We've been going just literally an hour. So we should have, if we timed it right, about 10 minutes before the first pilots, come in.
Perfect. And we'll check the live on our phones and keep you guys updated on who's where.
It's a little bit of a hangover from my Rebel X Alps days. We call them athletes. It's just a quirk of the Rebel X Alps because it's a adventure race, so we say athletes. But here they're very much pilots. They're not athletes. Some of them.
They're getting off a chairlift and walking over to launch. So,
carrying often 35 kilos.
So maybe they are athletes then. Wild.
Look, we can see recreational pilots coming in to land. So a lot of tandem flights that go on here.
And I believe they have a school they teach flying here as well. And I saw quite a few pilots here just on vacation, enjoying the flying.
I can see already a couple of pilots high above the ridge line. Wow. It must be pretty cold up there. I was really cold at 2,500 meters. So that's the height of the ridge line there, about 2,500 meters. You know what the most amazing thing was? I was right up there at the top, and there was this solo hiker, and it looked like they were walking just on a knife edge ridge.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, and you're thinking the sun's going down soon. So look, we are approaching the landing field now.
I'm gonna have to kick you out and
You're
go
gonna
park,
kick me out.
and I'll meet up
And
with
you
you.
come straight.
Come straight. I'll even run like an athlete.
Yeah.
So,
We'll
all
see.
right.
We'll
so we're
see
gonna
you shortly,
kick
Millie.
Tarquin out. No, it's good to go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. We are at the landing field. So, we've made it to the landing field, and look who I can see. None other than the man who was the mothership above me last night.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, thank you it was great. Really appreciated that. I could see you above me. I could see it was working.
Let's do it. Let's do it together, you know? Yeah. Look at this range. It's fantastic. As you see at the top of the mountain, the views. And what was your expectation of it? What did you?
Well, for me, it was kind of big territory. I was quite intimidating, scratching up the cliffs over there, but it worked. Yeah.
You did great. Honestly, you were thermaling, and we got up to about 2,600 at 8 p.m.
It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. So listen, enough about me. What about the race? Have you been following today?
Yeah, I was with the pack all the way along, the lead pack. Honestly, Baptiste is. Once again, he's doing it as his usual self. He leaves before anybody, but then they're just behind, and they're trailing behind. There's like 10, 15 wings that are right with him, and it's really interesting. It's going fast. They are leaving quite low. They're not going to the full height. And this last bit that I was with in the Danae, they were on the lee side of the thermals on the lee side, and it was interesting for them to see them regroup all together.
Yeah, it's fascinating to watch. What's your prediction on how soon they'll be in goal?
I reckon another sort of 20, 25 minutes.
As long as that, okay.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of north wind coming in. If that gets stronger, it might
slow them down. Well, we're here on the cautious side. James, thank you for talking to us. So perhaps we're a little bit on the cautious side, but we want to be here. We want to be here for when the first athletes make goal. And yeah, another beautiful day. A little. Let's have a sense of what the conditions here. So light breeze. So we've got the valley wind just coming on here. So just looking at the windsock as the valley breeze kicks in. And there is the Aravi. Are you part of SRS?
I am, yes, yeah.
So what's happened to you? Why are you down on the ground?
Oh, I made a massive mistake when I had a massive cravat, and I tried to spin it out, and unfortunately I span it a little bit too aggressively, went into stall, and trying to get it unstalled, I broke some brake lines.
So was it you who landed? And then our colleague Jelle came?
Yeah.
Was that you?
No, I've literally landed here. So it was over. Conditions are amazing at the moment. So it was over towards La Cluzes, and yeah, just trying to make it back over to the far turn point over second turn point. Just cropped a frontal and yeah, made a mistake really. Could have captured, controlled the dive a bit better and all of that, but yeah, broke a line and decided that it was best not to.
Probably best, yeah, with broken line. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Look, we've got the Union Jack here. We've got British Paragliding team.
Yes.
Tell us who you are and a little bit.
My name is Thomas Francis, and I am part of the GIN team, part of the Escape Paragliding team, and I'm also part of the GB Junior team. So,
how old are you then?
I'm 25 now. Juniors are up until 26, and in a couple of months' time there'll be the Junior World Championships in North Macedonia, and yeah, should be a good.
Great play, Krushevo.
Yes, in Krushevo, it's lovely out there. So we've got a really strong team this year. We've got Dylan Mansley, Jacob Aubrey, Jacob Buttersworth, and myself. And we've got, I think Cannon's in the team as well. Cannon, and then we've got a couple of other team members that will be there as well. So Zoe and Ben will also be in the team.
And what's been your impression of this week, of the region, and also the other pilots here?
The level's been really, really high as always. It's been great to have Baptiste. Obviously, this is his backyard. He's an amazing player as is, obviously world #1, but to then be in his backyard, he's been really showing us the way, and yeah, been really, really impressive. And yeah, we've had some amazing tasks, some really beautiful weather. I mean, I can't believe it. Today was supposed to be north wind and low base, and it's been 3,000 meters, really strong climbs. So we've had some amazing weather. It's an amazing place to fly.
There is a bit of north wind about today, though, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's not forecast. So maybe 6 or 7 kilometers an hour. So it actually made our first glide really, really easy. Kind of having the wind behind us, we pretty much made it straight onto the ridge from takeoff, straight to the ridge. And then, yeah, there was a couple. The gin team, we kind of made a little bit of a mistake. The lead gaggle took a climb just after crossing the valley from the and we kind of skirted round into this bowl, expecting a strong climb, which didn't happen. So we had to come back. So we've lost some places. So the gin team are really now we're pushing quite hard to get back into, or at least my colleagues are, I'm on the ground. But Luke and a couple of others are really pushing hard to try and get back with the lead. So hopefully they make it.
Fantastic. Well, look, thanks for talking to us.
Right, no problem.
And yeah, wishing you the best for the final task tomorrow, isn't it? The final task.
Yeah.
The line.
We
I
do
can
have
report that Millie has made it here. So
made it here, and he was just talking about La Clusa, and that's actually where the guys are crossing right now, the lead gap. In the lead right now, we have got, it looks like Mateus, and who else? Let me zoom in a little bit more here. Baptiste is right up there, Ronnie Gleason, and then Baptiste in third. So as it's updating, they're all taking first, and then second, third, first, second, third. So it's going to be a tight finish. It might come down to leader points too at this point as well.
who's got the lead out points? That's the question. We can.
Oh, let's take a
If you
look.
have a look at the leaderboard, they come up.
Yeah, let me take
I'm guessing that Baptiste is. He's a wily pilot. He knows what he's doing, and he's not going to miss out on lead out points. He knows how important they are.
Yeah, so let's see here. Oh, it's not showing me those lead points at the moment, but
yeah, my guess is that he's Baptiste knows how important they are. So even if he doesn't come in first,
we saw him pushing out and trying to get those lead points, so we know he's thinking about those. So how much of them he gets, we'll see. The other guys seem to be pushing pretty hard today, so they're kind of not letting him get those lead points. So
it would be wonderful to have one day here where Baptiste doesn't take the task win. It's quite funny. You were there this morning when we did the briefing, and every day there's a small little prize ceremony where we have congratulations to yesterday's task winner. Here's a prize, and this morning was, well, no surprises. Baptiste again. You've already got enough booty from us, so you're not getting a prize. We're going to give it to Luke
to
Nicol.
the next, yes. Yeah. But it looks like as now Baptiste has taken the glide out, so he is on first on glide. And they should be working their way up towards the Grand-Bornand here soon. So eventually we're going to be seeing them soon.
We should be seeing them soon, yeah.
Yeah, they're not far from that last waypoint. So, and then once they hit that waypoint, it's pretty much a solid glide right down the mountain to us.
And that waypoint is, if I just turn the camera around. So it is just over the town. So that is Grand-Bornand. So that's where we're going to be. Oh, we can see them. We can see them. Is that Luke Nicol? I can see a gin wing.
That would be probably it. Let's see. In that lead gaggle, we've got Mateus, Ronnie, Baptiste.
Steve, the meet director, saying they'll be here in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one. So this might come down to the algorithm. We might have to wait for the computers to do their work and tell us who this winner might be, but
I'm just trying to zoom in here on the lead gaggle. So who's up there? We've got Luke.
Let's see. We got currently, they say Baptiste first, Ronnie's next, and then looks like for third Mateus. So they are all right in there.
So Matthias Grunefeld, Baptiste, and Ronnie Guyson.
Yeah.
Guyson. He was third yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah. Let's see where.
Matthias is from the Netherlands as well.
I believe so.
So that gives me the opportunity to say it's a race of the Flying Dutchman.
Yes.
Come on, the Flying Dutchman.
And then let me look and see where Luke Nichols is
But
at.
look, there's the chaser gaggle. You've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pilots. They're going to be coming in thick and fast. It's going to be super exciting.
Yes.
Day 5.
Yeah.
What's our time at the moment?
Oh, let's see. Time on. Let's see. We're at 2:34
So
right now.
1:15. 1:15.
Sporty day.
It's been fast and furious. Maybe we could have a real quick word with, if you could hold the
Yep,
camera
got
just
you.
with Steve. Steve, could we ask you what's your impression so far of this task? Seems fast and furious.
Fast and furious. We really wanted to get it in before the northwest wind potentially kicks in, which we still think it will. And it's about to finish. The leaders have just crossed the goal line.
And any mishaps? A couple of pilots landed, I think.
One landed, got squeezed to the ground, a bit of a collapse, but wasn't hurt. He's taken off again. And the other one, it's just landed. There's no incidents in that sense.
That's good news. Good news. Thank you, Steve.
We've got the big SRS target on the ground, so they know where goal is.
I think they know where it is. Look at them. Get the camera. Let's have a look. Oh, my word.
They're all coming in on glide here.
Fantastic. The question is, who is going to take the win?
Oh, we got some celebrations coming down.
Amazing sight. Oh, we can hear the woohoos. We can hear the woohoos as they're coming down. Absolutely glorious scenes here in Le Grand-Bornand. Now, as the lead pilots, we have to wait for the confirmation on SRS.live for the scoring to be updated. But looking at the leaderboard, it looks like it's Baptiste has made goal in first place once again.
Fantastic.
Great performance from the Frenchman, the world champion. Let's go and have a word with him. Just let these pilots land.
He's going to come right to us for the
interview. Oh,
interview.
look at that.
With style points.
I think he just lost them. I think he just lost them on that.
That's all right. We'll get the next one coming in.
Is that? No, it's one of the other gin pilots.
A little slippery coming in on the grass. A little bumpy too. Yeah, you guys handled it nice.
So that's Matthias.
Oh, that was fun. Whew. I maybe get a bit out of the way.
You can get out of the way.
Sorry. Matthias, what's on? Yeah, we got to keep the landing zone available for everyone coming in.
Matthias, can you tell us a little bit about impressions of that task?
That was fun. That was fast. I started. I missed the thermal on the other side, so I was racing low and came back all the way low. And I thought I just screwed it up. And then all of a sudden I got a pinger and was with the leads again, and then just stayed with the leads all the way to the end. So super stoked, actually.
Fantastic.
Super stoked.
Fantastic. We'll let you pack up. Who else do we have? We can have a chat perhaps with Baptiste. Cyril, okay, on the yellow sub. Well, let's have a chat with, see if Baptiste, we can have a quick word.
We got his mom with him there, his coach.
Baptiste, congratulations again.
Thank you.
How was this task?
It was fast, short and fast, so a speed run. Yeah. It was a lot of convergence because there was the north wind. So if you wanted to go south, you had to be high to take the wind and then float. And to go back to north, if you don't want the wind, you have to go down and take the valley breeze that is south. So it's a play.
Oh wow, that sounds. But hopefully you showed the way for all the other pilots.
Yeah, I tried to lead some other SRS pilots really attacked. So they it seemed like they knew the game also, and it was all about height, getting in the backwind.
It sounds almost like ballooning, but anyway, that's another story where you go high, you know, the elevation is your direction. But
Exactly, it's like ballooning.
anyway, thanks for that, Baptiste. Wow, that's a whole nother level of thinking for like a recreational pilot like me. If you want to go south, go high to benefit from the downwind. If you're going into wind, go low and get the valley breeze. So that's the kind of technical information that a local pilot has. So bank it, you heard it here first on Paragliding Live. So Millie, how are you? What's your feeling on the vibe here?
It seems that everyone had a lot of fun today. So they're all saying that was a fun race, fast, quick, you know, and it seemed like they didn't have to do mega climbs. They were able to use those winds to their advantage and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we still got lots of pilots coming in.
May I get some footage of them
Let's
coming
get
in?
the and looking behind, if you can get some of the footage of just pan around and see where everyone is. Loads more pilots preparing to land. We can see Ronnie here. We'll maybe have a quick word with
Yeah,
Ronnie.
Get some feedback from them all.
It's Ronnie, isn't it? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the day.
Yeah, it was much better than we thought. Actually, the climbs were going to almost 3,000, so that's great. Actually, we had to be careful not to get into the cloud. So yeah, and then I was wondering if he would go through the RRV, but eventually we just flew the straight line. That was it. Yeah.
So are you happy with your performance?
Yeah, I was happy. I just copied Baptiste. I didn't do a single thing different, and I have a little bit faster wing, so I could catch him for a few seconds. But that's it's just a wing. Yeah.
Now, at the briefing this morning, you gave a bottle of wine to one of the volunteers and some foot cream. Can you explain why that was?
Well, yeah, that's a stupid story because I forgot my shoes, and he lent out his shoes, and eventually. I thought it was fine. He said to me, "You can lend them after everybody took off." So I helped everybody to take off, and I took off last. So I thought, okay, everything arranged. But in the end, he had to rescue somebody, and he was going down a very steep slope on my flip-flops. And so his feet were terrible. So I thought I should at least buy him some cream and a bottle of wine. Yeah.
And you remember your shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got shoes today, so.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Ronnie. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Just look at that sight. So let's just film these guys coming in.
There's Gaetan, one of our live pilots coming in right now. The orange submarine.
It was nice.
So that's
Gaetan coming in right there.
See him, Gaetan.
This one here.
Can already feel the valley breeze has kicked in.
So hopefully all the pilots take that in consideration on their landing approaches, so they make sure they make it into the correct zone. But look at that view behind their landings.
It's extraordinary. It's absolutely glorious. Yeah, as pilots, you want to land into wind. It does make for a slower landing, but you just don't want it too strong. And the problem with it being strong is it can sometimes be turbulent as well. You don't want to be behind buildings and obstacles and trees. That can make unstable air and makes it unpleasant. But it seems like everyone got the memo about safe landings.
Yes, yes. So looking much nicer. Maybe they just feel more comfortable with the landing zone now after so many days in it.
Nee, het geen zin om tussendoor ergens een clip te nemen. En toen op een gegeven moment kwam ik op de bridge uit en toen klom ik en toen kwam er niet van mij.
Here's Gaetan.
Right to us, perfect.
Gaetan, how are you?
Very good, very good. I'm happy. It was a very difficult start for me, so I had a lot of job today.
Can you summarize the conditions today?
It was okay, but one moment I sent a level 2 because it was very low and it was pretty rough. So I almost never take collapse with the photon, but it was very rough that moment. So yeah, but we arrive low on the lee side, so we have to expect that.
Strong thermals?
Yeah, very good thermal. Even some confluence lines, so some convergence. It was nice.
Yeah, Baptiste was talking a lot about that when you were going downwind to be high, and then when you're going against the wind to be low to benefit from the valley breeze.
That's super interesting. Yeah. This is why you win always.
Great stuff, Gaetan. Well, thanks for the footage as well. We were watching at home. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Super cool.
I think we're going to see a lot of big smiling faces. Look, there's another smiley face. It's Nick. Tell us how was that? Let's come and stand over here so we can see the other pilots coming in behind
Very
you.
Cold.
It was cold.
Yeah. Well, it is if you got mountain bike. Some mountain bike gloves on. Yeah. But it's fast. There's a lot of scratching around in the middle, trying to find lift between the strong climbs. But the climbs were really strong, 5-6 meters.
Well, it seemed like very early on, people were getting up to 3,000 meters.
Yeah. So we started at cloud base, over 3,000. Sat there for half an hour waiting for the start of the race, and then pretty much straight lined it all around the course. But yeah, down in the far side, down in the west, definitely searching around, trying to find the main bits of lift to slow this up a lot. But yeah.
How did you do in the end?
Oh, Baptiste is is a good man to follow. And there was some pretty shocking lift over this ridge here, throwing us around. I didn't like it. I had to bug out of that and find something else. How's what? Sorry.
Overall, happy with your performance. Where did you end up?
I think top 10.
Oh, brilliant! Well done.
Which I'm very happy with. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, good to see you still smiling. Anyway.
Yeah. I didn't scare myself too much today.
Good stuff. And hope you'll get the feeling back in your hands. What's the rule, Millie? It's 1 degree per 100 meters, plus or minus. Isn't that the temperature gradient?
Yeah,
so if you're starting at we're at 1,000 meters and you're going up to 3,000 meters, it's going to be potentially 20 degrees cooler. So if we're at 20 degrees, it's going to be 0.
Yep, I think they're in those ranges up at Cloud Base today for sure.
Yeah.
It looks like we've got quite a few of the
top
look,
look, that looks like is that Meta?
That does. Looks like Meta.
So Meta's got a big smile. Looks like we won't go there just yet. Meta, can we have a word? You look like you got a big smile on your face.
Yeah, it's a good day. A bit windy, but it was a good day. Yeah.
How did you do?
I think okay. Not the best, not the worst. So yeah, I'm happy.
Have you got the podium in mind? Are you starting to think about that? And
for this comp, well, if I don't bounce tomorrow, I think I'm quite secure. But I'm more thinking about the season podium.
Okay. And what was your strategy going in today? Was it to race hard or perhaps take a step back, or what's your thinking?
To take a bit of a step back was the main strategy because of the wind, and we didn't know if it would work in the valley. So stay back and keep high and see what others do. Get to goal.
So if you could summarize the day's task, kind of what was the sort of the high moment or the low moment for you?
It was good that there wasn't more wind than predicted. So the cloud base was super high, so that was nice. Yeah.
Was it fun?
It was good. Yeah, it was fun.
Excellent. All right. Well, look, we'll leave it there. Thank you, Meta. No doubt we'll be hearing more from Meta as a pilot to watch in the coming months and years. So who else is this? We should see. Should talk to Luke. Yeah, where's
him over here?
Let's have a look at. I'm just going to pull up the leaderboard and see how he did before. So Luke Nicol, it looks like. Okay, he's in 20th place. So let's go and have a word with him. Luke, are you happy to chat? Tell us how was the task for you?
It was a little bit stressful.
Why is that?
Just because I'm trying not to bomb now at the end of the week, and and so I wanted to push and wanted to go more ahead, but the leaders kept looking like they got low, so I would always stop and wait, and then I'm mid-pack again, and I don't like to fly like this, like very conservative. I like to push, but yeah. I got here, 20th place, I think, only 50 points behind the leaders. So that's enough to keep second place and go in tomorrow with a all-out finish.
All on the final day. Well, look, good luck with that final push
Get
tomorrow.
some good sleep tonight.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hydrate up, you'll be ready.
Some beer, man. Come on.
Hey, look, this guy, Colin, how did you do? You were doing really well at one point.
I had my moves a couple times. I think I managed to catch up to the lead after the first turn point. Nice climb. Went out, tagged the terminal, came right on top of them, and I was with them all the way the rest of the course. And then right at the end, there was an area where it seemed pretty obvious that there'd be a thermal, and there was a cloud, and the lead guys were a little bit higher and ahead, and they managed to get it. So I pushed out to the second last turn point first, and then came back and I just couldn't find it, and it took forever. And then finally I found it, but then they were 5K ahead by that point.
Because at one point we tuned in and we could see you were out front, and it was it was great to see.
Yeah. It's just like I lose on every glide with this. It's very noticeable, and so if we're kind of like 3/4 bar, it's not so bad. But as soon as we go full bar, then all the drag here kind of really pitches the wing forward. You can really tell, and you just go down, right? And it's just. So it's a bit frustrating, but
Here you are, you're taking part, and
what I can. I'm here. I landed a goal. So pretty stoked. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, Colin.
Someone else did the same though. Yeah.
So we got Mark
I think that's
Janaway
Mark
coming in to
Janaway.
land right now.
Come on, let's go and chat to Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's pretty
That beautiful landing right to us.
Look, there is the submarine harness in action.
Beautiful landing. All right, we'll go check and see how Mark's flight was going. He provided some really nice in-air footage. And maybe we'll get him off the landing zone before we attack him too much. Let him ball it up and coming over, because we have a few more pilots coming in. But beautiful day. And I think we're gonna have a lot of happy pilots, a super successful goal today. So these task committee is really looking at the weather and really taking the local knowledge and making some really beautiful tasks. All right, Mark, how was that for you?
Yeah, it was fun. A bit slow again, but yeah, it was. I caught up in the end again, made a nice play, and overtook a bunch of people. So
nice.
The last part was really fun.
You would say the last part was your favorite. What would that be for?
I was flying quite fast on the last part, and it was connecting the climbs nicely, so it felt much smoother and not as annoying as the first part where I was making the mistakes.
Yeah, the first half was quite difficult to start.
I don't know if it was difficult, it was just I made some mistakes that, made me quite slow.
Yeah, but overall enjoyed your day?
Yeah, it was nice.
All right, fantastic. Thanks so much for all the live footage as well.
I bet you had a thing you had, that was... Oh, you had a front row seat. Oh my god.
Is Dad proud?
What didn't fly stable? I had to spin it.
I saw you were trying to spin it out, but then you stalled it.
Yeah, because it wasn't going with the spin, so I stalled it, then came out, and then it was flying straight and level, but I had 2 twists in.
Yeah.
And it was then trying to kick it around. Yeah, well done, mate.
Brett. Cool. You proud, Dad?
Proud dad, but he's still slower than me.
Hey, he's got some time.
To compete with your sons.
No, proud of course. That's why I'm here to say hello to him. But what a race! That was far, far faster than we expected. We thought that was going to be slow climb, but that was fast as anything. Baptist on fire as usual, but we're within 1 minute of him now. We're seconds behind him now.
Yeah.
It's been a good race all week.
What would you say was your favorite part of today's race?
The last 20%. All the lead gaggle just got away from me. I had to do something different, so I went left of them, 2Ks left of them. I got a nice 6 metre a second, and they were in there 1-2 metre a second. But then the instruments failed on me. They didn't tell me it was final glide, so I kept on going, 150 metres too high, and then I arrived here about 400 metres above them, 57 seconds behind. What a screw up. Lost a task win, but never mind.
Yeah, but at least did you have some fun coming down?
Oh, I hate that bit. So it's ages to get down. You have to spiral, and all the time I'm spiraling, I'm thinking, oh, I'm stretching the lines, I'm ruining the trim, but I want to get down.
Yeah, but you just had your glider tested, it was trimmed, so
Yeah, we
maybe not now.
The other day. It's flying beautifully now. It was a little off the first few tests, but it's really on form now.
Yeah, so do you guys often do that in the races where you guys test a couple gliders?
Pulling other people's in. Yeah, we pull we pull in 2 or 3 wings per race is the general intention,
Okay.
and maybe more than that.
Yeah,
Keep
perfect.
the new rules on form.
Awesome. Well, beautiful. It was a nice task, I think, for the day, and a lot of happy people right now.
Colourful skies, loads coming into goal.
Loads coming in to go. Very successful day. A good task committee you guys have on this week.
Good forecast tomorrow. That's the important thing. Another good forecast to finish.
How rare is it? I've got a question. How rare is it to have 6 taskable days in a row?
That goes season. This year has been an epic season on all the comps we've flown in. Grand-Bornand, historically, this is my 5th event here. I don't think I've ever got past 3 tests on 7 test comps. So 5 out of 5 and another good forecast. Winner.
All right, banging awesome then. So can't complain. All these people are going to be leaving exhausted at the finish of this week. So yeah.
Hey, time to find my wife.
All right, yeah, Magdalena, where's she at? Oh, just coming in. And we talked to Magdalena on launch. She said that she has about 0 energy left, but it looks like she had enough to make it to goal today for the ladies. So, and she, I believe, has the most SRS wins for the ladies.
I believe that's true. That is correct.
She's one of the...
I think it's 6 wins that she has.
Yeah, and I believe on the blog that they were saying something like she's done about 13 SRS competitions. So one of the top pilots just for the amount of competitions that they have done. So... yeah.
So I'm just looking at the leaderboard, and it looks like 60. We have 60 pilots in goal, about 61 pilots, and still, so that still leaves half the field out there. Already a handful of retired. So 60 in, another 60 or so still to come.
Yeah, and that's a good scoring day for sure as well. So, like I keep saying, amazing job from this task committee. They are getting the local knowledge they need. They're pulling the weather correct, and they're making really successful tasks.
It's a tough job of the task committee, because you want to set a challenging task. If everyone gets in goal, too easy. If no one gets in goal, then it's too hard. You know, you want pilots to be happy at the end of the day. And I mean, yesterday you had over 100 pilots make goal. I think we'll probably see that as the same again today. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. As long as people are smart with their spots and making sure, knowing, hey, I don't need to race into goal right now. I'm going to make that climb and make sure I have that glide. The second half of the pack, is more just get here steady, keep those points going for them.
It looks like we got a recreational pilot in the mix, pulling big ears. I mean, imagine what that's like, just sort of coming in. Oh, it's a tandem, I think.
Yeah, what a tandem experience to come landing in the mix of all of this. But the pros show us the right way to do it, putting it right on that spot. It looks like he's going to nail that spot pretty close, so that's why they do this job. So. But I always love seeing with the legs come out of the pod harnesses, the little legs pop on out, get ready to come in and land, opening the dress.
I love watching landings. I mean, as you know, I come from the Rebel X Alps world, and those guys, I mean, there are fewer pilots about, but they're ground spiraling most of the time when they're coming in.
Yeah,
almost.
I think in the Red Bull X Alps, and they had Tim Alongi did some amazing launches, the landings, just a super sick pilot. So
absolutely.
But gorgeous scene as they're coming in. The sky is just colored with all these little gliders, colorful harnesses, colorful everything. And that's one thing I do love about the submarine harnesses brought is colorful harnesses. You can get custom colors in some of this stuff. So no longer is the day of just boring black. You can get colorful if you want.
But I think that there's only one color for you.
I mean, if they have an option as pink, and I'm going to pick pink, but it's nice to have some other colors in the mix, so you're not just pink.
What wing do you fly? There's not yet a pink one on the market, is there?
You can get some custom pink ones. Right now I have the Lynx 2, and I have put eyelashes and whiskers on it, so it's extra cute. So, but I'm sure I'll get a custom glider at some point and make it pink. But we've got one of our orange guys here. This might be our gentleman from Singapore, maybe. Maybe not. That's a submarine, so I'm not sure if that'd be considered lightweight.
But fantastic nonetheless, just to see people coming in. We've got a BGD pilot over there. There's a Jin, you can see.
Yeah, it looks like we've got some sup airs and some advances. We've got BGDs.
Ozone.
Yeah, Ozone kind of dominates this competition with the photons.
But they're not in the leader rankings, though. You know, it's the Jin team have been doing well. These Swiss pilots, among them Luke Nicol, Gaetan Gerber, and I think Fred Monet, another pilot coming in here.
Yeah, lots of great stuff.
That's, I think is that our Chinese?
That's Chen Ruli.
Yeah, Chen Ruli. General. Hey, how are you? Was that good?
Good task. A little bit slow, but it's okay for me. Yeah.
Did you enjoy the overall conditions?
Yes. Yeah, we have a nice week. The whole week is very good. The condition. Yes.
How are you feeling on your energy level after today? You ready for tomorrow?
Yes. I will fly for a whole week. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on a good goal finish today.
Thank you.
Very nice. Getting into goal adds those points. And so it's going to be really great to see where all these people sit at. Steady is good. Making the goal is good. But we can see a lot of happy pilots. Field is full of color. Gliders are being folded.
Oh, wait, let's go back. There's Milos.
Oh, yes. He was live in the sky with us. Yeah, how was your flight?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, too fast.
Too fast.
It should be longer. But yeah, who knows at the beginning.
What kind of climbs were you getting today?
I don't look at the numbers, but by the sound I would guess 4.5, 4. Yeah, it was really unstable. I thought it will not be, but yeah, it worked like hell. And there was also clouds in the middle, in the low hills. So yeah, pretty straightforward how to fly it.
Awesome. Any spots of the day that were your favorite?
No favorite spots. Yeah.
All a good flight the whole time.
Yeah, perfect.
Wonderful.
Perfect sky.
How are you feeling energy-wise? Ready for tomorrow's task?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, looking forward.
You going to get in an afternoon flight as well, or?
No, not today.
Hydrate up. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I need to rest.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
That was going to be the question that I asked. Was he going to get in another flight in?
Yeah. Hey, you find the pilots that have that extra want to fly, and they truly love it. So yeah, so really cool. But yeah, I think they're going to all get some rest today and be ready for the task tomorrow. Like we heard, that it might be a big task tomorrow because the forecast is looking really good. So we're going to finish out hopefully really strong this week. 6 flyable days of a comp.
But pilots are a little bit like children. You kind of don't know when to stop. You just keep going. So
yeah.
I think, a lot of pilots will be pretty knackered at the end of this week.
Yeah, they're going to need a vacation from this vacation.
Yeah. But it's funny, Milos, yesterday, 4 tasks and still got in an hour's flight yesterday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need that kind of recentering flight, that kind of fun flight, no extra beeps and all that extra pressure, and you just kind of do what we love, flying.
Imagine if the meet director could add that on as an extra surprise to say, okay, this day's still working. We're going to do another task this evening. Like a short task.
Yeah.
Just to mix things up.
Whew, they get exhausting. Like when I'm doing cross country clinics and stuff, we're doing flight in the morning, flight in the evening, flight in the morning, flight in the evening. And I'm just secretly going, I need a day off. Could we get like a bad afternoon? But people push and they leave exhausted, and that's the whole goal, right?
Exactly. I can see just behind me is a Kiwi pilot, James Gibson.
G'day.
G'day. Do you say g'day? I didn't think Kiwis. Okay. How was it?
Really good. It was super fast racing and kind of textbook. We just followed the racing line. And I mean,
When you say textbook, what do you mean exactly?
I just mean we didn't deviate off the course line pretty much the whole course. I mean, this is all quite new to me, so I'm learning so much through being here, which is fantastic. But I'm following. There's a gaggle in front of me. There's a climb, and we're just picking the course off as we go. It's been really good, really fast racing. Yeah.
Have you done many comps in the Alps and Europe before?
No, only a couple. One in Macedonia and a couple in Laurania. So it's all new terrain for me. It's a fantastic way to learn, and it's what a great place to be to learn as well. Yeah, superb.
Still psyched for one more day, or how?
Definitely. I can't wait. Finishing on a big task would be amazing. That would be really cool.
How are the energy levels? I mean, surely after 5 days, the tank's a little bit drained.
I'm doing okay. Yeah, the pizza's pretty good in town, and I'm trying to keep it easy on the Pecan. But it's kind of. Well, this is my fifth goal for the comps, so I'm pretty stoked about that, and it's pretty tempting to have a beer afterwards and chill. So yeah, energy's good for tomorrow though. It's going to be a good day.
Aiming for 6 out of 6.
Definitely 6 out of 6.
Well, good luck with that, James. Thank you very much. Wow. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the numbers again. When I last checked about 10 minutes ago, we were at 60. And I think we'll see that number will have updated. So I just bring it up. I reckon it's going to be a 100 pilot day today in goal. I think
so.
Yeah, I can see already we're up to 86 in goal already.
Fantastic.
And we've only got 119 total pilots started off today. So only another kind of 40 or so out there. Just glorious. There we go, a lovely landing there.
And just try to look around, see if I see any of our live pilots in. And is that Sarah over there? Trying to recognize some of our pilots.
Let's see how she did anyway. I'll just check to see.
We got happy pilots.
That's Matthias. Yeah.
Come on in.
Yes.
So
you have something for me.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do have something. Tell us first how your day was.
It was really good. It was fast. Very little time to think. So yeah, I was just react. But yeah, I'm happy we took another line instead the line of Baptiste, and we just got very high, and we just had like an eternal glide to goal, and it was long. I'm tired now.
You got one more day.
Yeah, one more day, and yeah, tomorrow is all or nothing. I just want to see if I can squeeze in between the first 6. So just pushing every day a little bit more and getting my confidence back. I haven't flown in a long time, so I'm just getting the rhythm back.
Fantastic. Well, look, I've got something for you, so I'm going to give the mic over. It's a long story. I'll let you leave you with Millie.
All right. We're going to kind of just do a little walk around this landing zone for a minute and catch in on the atmosphere. There's so much just jibber jabber and giggles and high fives and stories. Lots of colorful gliders. It's amazing. We've got some pilots are solo, some tandems have landed. And it's just looking amazing down here. Lots of pilots in the goal, which is incredible. Really good task day today. Can't complain. Very beautiful. Baptiste and his mom checking the landing zone out. Lots of happy faces. This whole landing zone is half full of people folding. Multiple languages being spoken. It is quite impressive how all these pilots from all over the world come together and thermal together, fly together, and some of them can't even really communicate with each other of language, but somehow in the sky, we can all speak together in the sky. Just beautiful.
Okay, so I'm getting word that our aerial reporter JJ is coming into land quite soon. And I don't know, Millie, if you've seen some of our other camera people in the line. Sarah, I don't know if Sarah Zimmerman, have you seen Sarah about?
I think I saw her down the way here. if I remember correctly.
Now, the last time I saw this pilot's, oh, cool. Sarah?
Yeah, there. I believe that's
that-
her right there.
is it
Yeah.
Sarah?
Sarah?
Linda.
Linda.
Excuse me. But Linda, were you happy to have a quick chat? How was today?
It was nice. It was lifty and we could race fast. I lost the leading gaggle quickly, but this is the usual thing, so I'm happy.
Good stuff.
Perfect.
Well, fantastic. And are you still psyched for tomorrow?
Always.
Beautiful.
There's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How was today?
Really fast was good, but I lost the group when there was someone was bumping into the ground, and I called it on the radio, and they didn't respond. I hope the person is fine.
Yes, they are.
There were two incidents, and yes, no, they're both reported fine.
I'm really glad I was standing there and waiting if he or she is moving, but I couldn't see something. But then I think someone tried to land there. It was not easy, and then I moved and go on.
Okay, so essentially, yeah. So you did the right thing, but that means, yeah, it was no longer a kind of race for you.
Yeah, distracted a bit.
Yeah, and I was a little behind, but I think I was quite okay catching up. But then I made a mistake, my own. Got a little bit low, but managed to get out.
I think when I looked on the tracking, it looked like you were in a great position. I can't remember where that was, but I remember seeing your name up there. What were the?
I tried to get some leading points, but then I was like at 2,000 and not sure if I could hop on to the next mountain, and that's why I lost time.
Overall, though, was it a good task? The actual setting of the task.
Yeah, the setting was great. It was nice to fly.
But maybe some people are saying it could have been longer actually, because everyone was worried it would be a slow start, but it seemed like it was go from the start.
Yeah, we waited at 3,000 or over, and it was freezing cold. Yeah, it could have been longer for me as well. Yeah.
But anyway, you excited still for tomorrow?
Yeah, hope there is not too much wind.
Well, good luck. We'll see you. Thank you. Well, I think we're getting to that point where we should start wrapping up. What do you reckon, Millie?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if we've got our in-air reporter. I think might have just landed down the way. Maybe we can check in with him
We can have a
real quick.
little. We can have a slow wander.
And then I think that'll be wrapping it up, and really amazing energy and goal right now.
Yeah, I mean, we just look at the scenes here. I mean, look at there's the RV behind us, just incredible. And a nice view of the landing field here, pilots everywhere.
Yeah, super happy faces, good energy, high fives, and not as many, oh no, this happened stories today. So I think the air was just a little bit better for most people today, or the task was placed in nice spots.
There we are. Wow. Everyone's sorting out their wings.
Getting them folded.
Well, I can't see our aerial guy, but... Oh, wait, there he is. There he is. So there's JJ.
Yes,
he
we
is there.
found
He's
JJ.
over there. We found him. We found him. JJ. Yeah, the stream is still going. So JJ, the race kind of, the whole thing changed somewhat, didn't it? Because you went to go and help someone. We've been updated that they're fine. So, I mean, actually you told us as well, but yeah, what happened?
Well, he got it all on video, so maybe we can show it. He wanted to do this.
Is it a video you can watch, or?
I think so. It's pretty scary. I just saw this collapse and him disappearing behind the ridge. I was like, oh my god, Marco, do you know something? Because there was a huge collapse. And Marco was like, no, I don't see anything. And so I went there, and then I recognized, I thought another red glider was fine and was like him, but then I watched down and was like, oh shit, okay. He was quite on a very steep slope, quite rocky, and was there. The glider was lying there normal, like for launching almost. But only his fin, I saw only his fin moving. And the problem is, from far up, you don't see if he's standing or lying, and then still the movement of the fin is just like it's the wind maybe playing it. So I watched it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes and trying to get a reading what's going on. And then I decided, okay, fuck it, let's go down. Better safe than sorry. So I top landed. Was a bit sketchy, but yeah, and then went down to him. And then I saw him.
Well, good job for you for going down, and he was okay when you got to him.
Exactly. I just got down, and he was like, yeah, no problem, not injured. And the problem was on the radio. He said probably not injured, and they understood injured.
Right.
And so the helicopter came also, and we were like, oh no, it's fine. I helped him launch, and he's completely fine. He has a bit pain in the heel, and otherwise he landed on his protector, but had a sad configuration, like spiraled down and just ripped it around and just landed there.
Okay, right.
So,
So still a shocking incident, and we're happy that there's good news that he's well. You were able to get back in the air.
Yeah, I hiked back up. It was a sweaty hike. And then the view was perfect. And then the lead gaggle came through. Maybe the lead, or the second gaggle. But it was beautiful standing there, and they just came right next to you. And I put out the film and tried to film for you guys. It was beautiful. And then I relaunched.
How did today compare to other days in terms of like the flying conditions?
Well, I didn't fly that much like the others, but I would say it was very cyclic. So sometimes you have like the 4 or 5 meter thermal suddenly, and then it's kind of gone, and it's kind of floaty, and you have to find the next one. But it's like different bubbles everywhere, quite strong when they're there, but sometimes they're not pushing totally through. But I guess as a gaggle, you find the best core pretty quick, and then it's go time.
But did you like it the way the course was kind of in the flatland, so to say? You weren't on the RV change. It seemed like, you're in the bowl in the valley.
Yeah, I liked it, especially because ridge running is quite simple. Now they really had to manage their height well to and guess how good the valley wind is pushing the thermals up or not, or disturbing them. So there was so much more factors in play than just like ridge running, and the wind is more or less coming always from the right and good direction, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because that's exactly what Baptiste was saying, and he talks a lot about convergence zones. And then it seems this is really, technical kind of flying. He was saying you needed height for downwind, so when the wind was behind you, and then when you're going into wind, you go low and pick up the convergence of the valley winds. And this is kind of next level flying, isn't it?
Crazy, yeah. Especially like this area, it's like a triangle, and you have wind flushing in from every side because it's like so well working, so much thermals, they're pushing everything up, and the wind comes in from every side. So also every valley wind is coming from a different angle almost into this bowl here, and he knows this area. I mean, he won again. Did he win? Yeah, of course.
I
had the banana with me. I wanted to throw the banana, but I didn't get to it.
Millie, why don't you come and join us? I think this is the point where we wrap up the broadcast, but we should have us all. Here you go in the middle, and we can wrap up the broadcast. Thank you. I hope you've been enjoying the show. We've been broadcasting live with Paragliding Live, so do like, follow, subscribe, donate, do everything you should do. This technology is experimental and it's new, but hopefully we're proving that you can do live broadcasting from paragliding races in the air. So I'm Tarquin.
Millie Wallace.
Jill Johansson, and tune in for tomorrow.
We're going to have an exciting task tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, I've got both hands full, so who's going to hit the button? I'm going to hit the button.
I'll take the mic.